Welcome to the Film Garage 208 podcast. My name is Sarah and this is Daniel.
Hello.
Today we have with us Nyles.
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
Hey, Nyles.
You might have recognized him from another podcast a few episodes back.
The old Alive Cycling podcast.
You're the husband in that duo.
Yeah, the one that cried, Hopefully we don't take two on that.
No, everybody loved that. They were like, that was so sentimental.
Yeah.
Made them tear up a little bit. It's really nice. Anyway.
I laughed at you.
Yeah, I would have too.
Just kidding.
That little
No,
bitch.
it was good. It was good.
No, it was so sweet.
Edit that part out.
But now, so you've started another business of your own here.
Yeah.
Game It Up Truck.
Yep. Yeah.
That's Game It Up Truck.
Game It Up. Yeah, it's just Game It Up on like
Truck,
Instagram
not
and
trucks. Right now, just truck.
individual truck. Yeah. So right now it's just Game It Up, but on Instagram you have to like throw something so you can get the tagline. So Game It Up Truck just sounds good. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what my website is. So maybe I should switch my whole name to Game It Up Truck.
Is GameItUpTruck.com?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us about it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. So it is a 20-foot enclosed trailer. And so I built it. So one side is couches. The other side has 5 TVs. And each TV has either Xbox or an Xbox X or a PlayStation 5. And people can rent it out for parties and just game together. We have lots of games like Halo. That's my favorite. Or like Rocket League. Spider-Man, Madden, NBA, just all the party games, or things that people like. And then in the front, we have a 6th TV, and that has like a driving simulator on it.
Oh,
and so
cool. People
play like F1, Formula racing or drifting or something like that. But it's just fun to kind of, and then you can have like the stick shift and people love that part. Yeah. So I kind of did that part as like, I feel like if any little kid sees that, it's like, oh, that's what I want to do. I want to rent the whole thing just to do that,
You never know. They just might.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll bug their parents' ears or something. But
yeah. So
I think it's super cool because when you were on here talking about a life cycle with Jesse, you were mentioning this idea.
Yeah.
And I think it's so cool now that you like have it and it's happening.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that long ago.
No, yeah.
That was
4
so
months
fast.
ago. Yeah. So it took longer to get up and running than I thought, but it
what part?
Walk
Building
us
it
through
out?
the building
or-
process.
Yeah. So I bought the trailer and then so I had to tear out everything inside of the trailer, all the wood down. And then I had to do like the electrical, the wiring. So I just had to get like the walls down to like the frame or whatever. So I did the wiring and then I did insulation because we live in Idaho. It's freezing. It has to be heated year round.
Right.
And then I put the more wood up on the walls on the frame, and then just hung the TVs, put some carpet on the walls for noise.
Yeah.
Installed the couches, and what else?
Is it like a hitch trailer or fifth wheel type thing?
It's a hitch.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was to go back, I might just like buy a brand new camper and rip everything out. It's already
Do
insulated.
like a literal
Like
camper.
being able to just drive it without a truck.
Yeah, something like that. So
That could be cool.
yeah.
I didn't even think about that part of having to like literally insulate it and wire it and those complexities of it.
Yeah, and that's what made it take a lot longer than I expected, is because I was like, got into it. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna slap TVs, and as I'm like getting into it, I'm like, oh crap, I need to add this. I need to add
Where
this.
do I put these
this.
TVs?
So you don't have just a million cables just all over the ground.
Exactly.
So it all has to be hidden.
Yeah, everything's just hidden. You don't even know it's there. It's just some TVs hanging on a wall, and you're gonna have a party. So the hardest part, I'm not like artistic or anything, and Jesse was busy with the live, so I had to like pick out everything that I was doing, and hopefully people think it looks good. Have some neon lights around it. It's pretty cool. But
That's really cool.
Had you seen one before that you had any kind of inspiration from?
Yeah. Where did you come up with this idea?
yeah, so in California they have them, and we were living in California for a couple of years. I always just saw them driving around. I'm like, those are sick.
Was it like one brand or like one company?
No, they have just in my little area, there's probably 4 or 5 in that area. And a lot of them were booked out every single weekend for like 3 weekends in advance. So like you couldn't even get them instantly. Yeah. So I was like, there was one day I was knocking doors or whatever, and I just kind of got sick of it, and I just kept thinking about it. And so one day I just kind of researched the crap out of it in my car. I was like, just calling people up. I was like, this is a good idea. It's just like one of those gut things. You're like, I got to do this. And like, I was like, and then at one point I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do this. When I moved back, I'm like, no. And one of my friends was like, I brought it up to him. He's like, that's the best idea ever. Like, let's do that. I'm like, okay, let's do it. We started doing it. We were going to do it together. And then like, we had a few guys with us. Actually, there was like 4 of us. 1 dropped off, and then there was 3, and then they just really wouldn't take any action. Nothing was really getting done. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it myself. So I just went out and bought the trailer, and
so you ended up doing it all on your own.
Yeah, all on my own.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work.
It was a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's been fun. So
we actually saw it the other day. We were driving down the road, and we were like, wait. That's Nyles' trailer. It's already done. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
Like fully wrapped and everything.
Yeah, my family owns that property right there, so I was just
it's a good spot for advertising.
Yeah, so I mean, the trailer is like a billboard, so, and I have it parked in my house most of the time. I'm like, gosh dang it! So I try and get it out anywhere that I can.
Yeah,
because I don't want $6,000 just chilling there in front of my house.
Literally,
got to get eyes.
That someone can hitch up to.
Yeah,
and literally drive away with.
Yeah, now they know what's inside there.
Nobody do that. That's so funny.
Do you have alarm systems on it then?
No, but it is locked up well. I don't even think you could get up inside of it. Yeah, even if you cut inside, yeah. Or if
so
you cut off
recut. Do you have alarm systems? And you say yes.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah, edit that
lasers,
part in.
everything.
The lasers that zap and will burn you. Yeah.
Door handles that'll burn your hand.
Yeah.
Some Home Alone tricks in there.
Home Alone, yeah.
Okay, so when did you officially launch it? When did you finish?
The beginning of the year. So yeah, basically January 1st, the week of Christmas is when I launched it. So
exciting.
So how's it going?
No rentals yet. That's all right.
No rentals yet?
Yeah, I know. I thought people would have just like jumped on it, but I think
maybe they just don't know yet.
Exactly. That's what I'm working on right now is like people don't know what it is. They just see it driving. They're like, oh, that looks cool, but it's really just and it's something new. People have never seen it. They weren't in California, but so it's helping people understand what it is and getting the word out.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a cool concept to have all your friends together in a place to do that. Cause like obviously you can play online, but it's different.
Yeah.
And being there with your friends.
It is.
And you had that good point. I saw your post the other day about the cost of parties.
Yeah. So the average party's like $400 that people will spend for their kids. Well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But when you throw a party, you're bringing the mess into your house, and you have to clean up before your friends get there. The parents have to clean when the kids leave, And so it's nice that we can just pull up. You can bring your pizza or whatever you guys want in there, and the kids can just party, have fun. The average birthday party's 2 hours anyways, so they just come in there, game up for 2 hours. We'll have like a video game professional there, and they can take care of the technical.
Are you the professional?
As of right now, yeah. Well, after we get a few bookings, I'll hire someone. Get the kinks worked out. But yeah, so yeah, the average party is $400, and then you rent this out instead, and you don't even have to clean up any messes. It's just a peace of mind. The parents get to sit back, relax, and they get to have fun.
No, that sounds really
nice. They can get on the driving simulator, and
Yeah.
it's less than what they would have spent anyways, and they don't even have to plan that much of it. So.
No, that's such a great point. I didn't even think about
better
that.
than an arcade where you're not like putting in coins and dollar bills like for the whole 2 hours. It's like, it's nice.
Even then, that would like add up. I feel like even a party at Leo's is like,
it does. And
it would be just as much, or if not
we
more.
went to Leo's the other day, and
sorry, Leo's.
Have those games gotten shorter? I don't know if it's because I'm older.
They
but
did.
It was like we swiped, scanned the card, and then it would go for like 15 seconds, and it was like, game over.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? My baby's still like trying to get on there and like figure it out. I'm like,
it's already over.
This is not fair.
Yeah, costs are going up. They got to make their money back somehow, So.
But then even then, it was like they were the same games as when I played them 15 years ago. So like. There was 15 years of deterioration, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're trying to be nostalgic, and
I'd much rather play that than walking around an arcade place where you might get sick. All the kids sneezing and touching everything.
It's true, just germ wise.
Yeah,
I'll cut all the.
We sanitize after, So yeah,
that's smart. So what have you been doing to kind of promote your brand?
So parking the trailer wherever I can. I try and drive it out as much as I can. Just Instagram. I've been doing some collaborations with other companies. I did one with Pick Me Up.
Cool.
What was that?
So I just reached out to Pick Me Up, said, hey, can I park here? And we can do like a collaboration together. And you guys post it on your Instagram. I posted on my Instagram, and I'll do a free game night. And I even did like free drinks for the first 15 people. And people just came and partied and had some fun.
Did they come and show up?
Cool.
Yeah, we didn't have as good a show up as I wanted, but we had about 10
I feel like I saw that day, and then there was like a storm that came.
Yeah, it was.
I was like, dang it, that's the worst timing for them.
It was one of the coldest nights.
Yeah.
So we were kind of cold in there. I mean, because we were in the negatives.
It was so cold, that storm.
Yeah, it's heated in there. Our bodies were warm, but the feet, I couldn't insulate the floor, so our feet were getting a little cold, but I had a heater on the feet, so it worked out. But yeah, it was the worst night. It was snowing. It was the biggest blizzard. You couldn't see very well, so it was kind of poor timing with the weather. So,
but you still had some people show up though, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
That's cool. That's exciting.
How long do people stay in there on average when they're playing? Like, do you have to kick people off?
Yeah, you usually have to kick people off. People like I've had friends come over, or I just did like test nights to kind of work out kinks and whatnot. And people, they'll just sit there game 3-4 hours, and then I usually have to kick them out. I'm like, okay, guys, it's it's midnight. My wife's calling me in, But yeah, so yeah, people have fun. They can rent it out for as long as they want. But
yeah, you can really lose yourself playing those video games though.
Yeah.
Like hours fly by before you even realize it.
It's true. Yeah.
So if I'm a parent buying this for my kid's birthday party, do I just schedule it online and then you show up and park it out front of my house, or?
Yeah. So how it works is, you'll just give me a call. I'm still working on the online scheduling. It hasn't.
Gotcha. So I just call you for now.
Call me for now. Yeah. So you just call me. 208-557-8216, baby.
One more time.
208-55-50. That was a bad jingle. Cut that part out. So you call me, schedule it. I'll pull up like 15 minutes early, get everything set up. Then when the party starts, you guys can come in, play for 2, 3, 4 hours, however long you guys book for.
Yeah.
And then, and then you guys leave. I clean up, take away. I have internet in there so people can game online. They can all game together.
Right.
I bring the generators, so like there's no hooking
portable internet.
Yeah, portable internet. Yeah. So
okay,
it's just through Verizon. It's pretty decent for what it is. It's hard. It's tough to get mobile internet that fast for gaming, but
you need like the Tesla Skylink or whatever that thing is.
Dude, I looked into that. It is too expensive for my
How much
budget
is
for
it?
that. For what I needed, it would have been $2,500 to set up, and then $1,000 a month for just internet. Yeah. So I was like, I can't be doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We'll deal with a little slower internet. That's fine.
And if people have like fiber or anything, I can have a freaking long cord, and I can run it into their house, plug it into their modem, and then it just run it right straight to the
cool
to the consoles, and then you got freaking fast internet that way. So
yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's smart. That's
How
really
big are these TVs?
I tried to get them as big as I could. There's only so much wall space, but they're 43-inch.
Okay.
But
nice.
When you're sitting really close to it, that's big enough.
Yeah, it's big enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you said some side has couches and some is for gaming?
So one side of the trailer is couches. The other side is the TV.
So when you walk in, it's like fully open. It's like one.
Yeah. So when you walk in, you'll see the couch, and it's just this big, long sectional, basically just with straight parts put together. And then you step in, turn around, and there's just a line of TVs. It looks pretty sweet.
That's really cool. We'll have to go do a tour of it later.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah. You guys should. That'd be awesome.
So you've done other collaborations too, besides the Pick Me Up one, right?
Yeah. So there's one going right now. It's actually with Sunny Smiles Pediatric Dentistry. So we're doing a free 2-hour giveaway with a $50 Chick-fil-A card. So if you go follow us, follow them, and comment 3 friends, then you can be entered to win the giveaway.
Yeah. Well, that's really exciting. Hopefully, like summertime, maybe people will really start hopping on it.
That's what once they just learn that it's here.
Exactly. That's the thing is like, I'll be able to go to like events and like people see it driving around right now, like that looks cool. But once you if you go to like an event, you can open up the back, you can open up the door, and people can see inside of it. And maybe like I've thought about doing doing that, and like you could charge people $5 and they can game for 20-30 minutes or something like that.
The farmer's market?
Yeah.
Like in the summertime. That would be a great idea to just kind of get some attention.
Yeah.
Let's check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'll check that out. That's a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And that's where a lot of people are like, you guys go down to the farmer's market here. There's like 1,000 people all day long until it's over, and you can't even walk anywhere. Yeah.
Right? That have you been up to? Because this is like, Like your side hustle. What do you do full time?
Yeah. So right now, I've kind of gone back and forth. I've kind of jumped around in my life quite a bit.
Okay.
But right now I keep coming back to excavation. So that's kind of what I do. I operate right now. We're
Excavation.
yeah.
Like
so-
you run a machine, like
Yeah, run it.
That's fun.
Just spin, jump up some dirt. Yeah, lay some pipe. Yeah, so yeah, right now it's kind of like an ownership role, but it's more like an operator, like with some benefits in the end of it. If there's profit in the project. But right now we're doing a big job for Rockwell Homes, and we go and build the whole subdivision, and then they come build the houses behind us. Like we'll put in the sewer, the storm, the water, and then build the road, and then Rockwell will come build the houses. And so that's what I do. I've done it on and off since I graduated high school 7-8 years ago.
How did you get into that?
My dad, he used to own Rockwell and Liberty Homes, and so he's like, oh, what can I start to kind of help these businesses,
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, we always use excavation. He always everybody likes big machines, and so it's kind of, he had some money to throw, so he's just like, oh, let's go play with some toys out in the dirt, basically, and started a little excavation company.
Mm-hmm.
A few years later, he actually sold it to one of my uncles. I continued to work with one of my uncles. My family moved away.
I see.
And then I just keep telling myself I don't want to do excavation or construction for the rest of my life, even though
sounds really fun to be driving that machine.
yeah. And maybe that's what I got to do is like put like a little place for people to come drive the machines or something. But,
Right.
Yeah. But so I left and I tried moving to St. George, building houses with my dad. We just couldn't really get along very well. And so I ended up moving here after 6 months. And then that's all I had to go back to was excavation. And it provides a great life for my family,
Yeah.
And so I just kind of got sick of it again. So then I knocked doors and sold solar for 2 years. And that's where I came up with this. And then,
Okay. And that was in California, right? That you did that?
yeah.
How did you get doing that?
So I have a cousin and he sold it and he made some really good money in his first 6 months. I was like, oh, dang, you made that much.
Where it was worth it for you to go?
Yeah. I was like, I just went out on what they call Blitz and I just tried it out and I hated it. I went for 3 days knocking doors. I hated it. And I came back and I was like, okay, it might suck, but if there's the potential to make that kind of money and kind of life-changing money, then it'll be worth it. So I literally packed my family up. 2 weeks later, moved out to California, and we lived there for the next 2 years. I remember I was so scared. Like I hated it. I didn't know what I was doing. I was moving away from all of our family, all my security, all this, And
you hated it and you were committing.
Yeah, so we moved to like the Bay Area.
How did you sell Jesse on that move? Like, I hate this thing. Let's change our lives for it.
Yeah.
You know?
My mentality going into it was, if I didn't make any money, the lessons that I learned from this are going to be greater than anything else,
You definitely always learn
like
something.
how to cook when you're homeless and like things like that.
How to live in a tent.
Yeah. That was the first time I ever really saw a lot of homeless people was California.
Unhoused.
So where did you say, you were in the Bay Area?
Yeah, the Bay Area.
Where
yeah.
specifically?
We were an hour inland of San Francisco.
Okay.
In a little town called Tracy. It's kind of like the cheapest area we could live in.
So I used to live in Alameda over there. It's like the little island between San Francisco and Oakland.
Oh, really? Okay. That's sweet. Yeah. And we loved living there. I mean, it's a great area for couples, I feel like. But like to raise a family, it's really tough. Like my kid, Fox, he loves the outdoors. Like he hates being cooped in. And we lived in a 3rd-story apartment, 2 bedrooms, and he was inside all day long. And you had
your kid there too.
Yeah. And so he tried escaping. He escaped many times. Luckily, the community was gated, but...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's an escape artist. So
we were literally just listening to another podcast this morning about this kid being an escape artist.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's pretty good. We got one of like those hotel locks on our doors there. We have one on our house now. Every door we had the tough part was finding the right lock for those sliding doors and the glass sliding doors. Yeah.
What a smart kid.
He is.
At like a
He's
young
too-
age too, to be able to do that.
Yeah, he's freaking smart.
That's
bro.
why we keep our kid chained to a leash. That way we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, we kind of cursed him with the name Fox. Foxes are mischievous,
He's
so
sly.
that's exactly how he is. His name fits his personality.
That's
we
so
love it.
funny.
Yeah, he's got so much.
So did it go well then? I mean, you stayed there for 2 years.
Yeah, so stayed there for 2 years. I didn't know what to do.
Did you figured out the sales part?
Figured out the sales part? Yeah.
Or you just stuck.
I stuck. I like work in excavation. You're working long hours. I just knew how to work hard. Really, is what it was. I really didn't have that much talent. I feel like I still don't in sales, but I knew how to work hours. And if you're putting in the hours, I mean, the universe or God is what I believe in. He's gonna provide.
Something will happen.
You
Gives you what you're ready for.
Exactly. So yeah, there were some times that I made more money than some guys just that were way better than me just because I worked harder than them. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like literally just knocking on people's doors and then just trying to sell them on solar.
Yeah.
And then
What's your
hope you
opening
get a bite.
pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Frick. Give me a sec. You might have to edit
I don't
this
even know what
part.
the first thing I would say. I'd be like,
Yeah.
do you want to save money?
Well, it's hard just like
do you-
knocking on someone's door because that's
Yeah.
just uncomfortable already.
Or do you just start
I
with,
hide if someone knocks on the door.
Yeah. So really,
I saw two guys walking outside the house the other day and you could tell they were selling something.
Oh,
and I tried to avoid
missionaries.
eye contact.
Yeah.
And I, of course, made eye contact on accident. He was trying to. He was like looking at me.
Yeah.
And I look up and he's like, oh, hey, sir. I'm like, shit. He's like, do you want to buy windows? I was
Oh.
like, no. And it just, this, 10-minute talk. I'm just like, I'm trying to be nice, but
yeah.
I don't want your windows. Leave.
Exactly. So yeah, you really just got to kind of try and be their friend, or like right off the bat, like you'd be like, hey, knock knock. Hey, how's it going? Hey, just real quick, I'm Nyles. You've probably seen me like walking in the neighborhood. I've been helping out your neighbors. You probably know like the Murphys down the street,
So you
right?
name drop a little bit.
Name drop, nod your head, be like, and even if they don't know them, they'll be like, oh yeah.
You just make
Oh,
up a
yeah.
name.
Yeah, well they were complaining.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
Because nobody, especially in California, they don't know.
No,
their
no
neighbors.
one's talking to each other.
Yeah, so just the Murphys down the street. Yeah. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, they were just really upset. Their electricity bills just going freaking high. Like they were paying way more than they should. So they called us out. They wanted to see how much, see what other options they had, and we came. Frick. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's
Yeah.
how the beginning goes, and then you kind of just go into it from there and say they just wanted to lower their bill so that they don't have to keep paying those higher rates, and then it
Yeah.
just kind of catches there. You
So I
got
guess
the little hook.
now I'm curious about that. So you're just selling solar panels, or are there like grants and stuff with like the state that help it out?
Yeah, there were grants, so they
Okay.
could get. Frick, it's been a second.
Because that was the thing in Hawaii where I'd always see it, where it would be like you would get a special grant or like something for getting the solar.
Yeah, so they could get
But it was still like a big deal to get. Like if you got it, you knew like it was like a
was a lot of-
10-year payment plan to like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
30-year, 25-year payment plan.
Oh my
is what it
gosh.
was. Yeah,
It's like a house.
But exactly. I mean, but it sells right along with the house.
I would get it.
Yeah, it's smart. Like here in Idaho, I haven't even done the math, but it's even. Like you pay.
Just electric isn't as expensive as it is in.
No, they're paying
There.
like 3, 4, 5. They're getting up to 5 times as much as we are here in Idaho.
Oh yeah.
So and they have sun year round, so like it is.
Yeah.
It's,
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's more they save money, where here we're just bill swapping. So
For sure. Okay, so you quit after 2 years. What was
Yeah.
your quitting point? What was that?
my wife got pregnant with another baby.
Another one.
Another one. Yeah, Palmer Lee.
She's so cute.
So thanks. She's precious. Yeah, so my wife, she just got pregnant, and we just didn't really want to have the baby in California. But I really didn't like doing it. Knocking doors. There's a lot of rejection. Like I can take rejection, but I didn't create the best schedule.
That would
for
hurt
myself.
your soul a little bit. I honestly
Yeah.
don't know if I could handle the rejection.
Yeah. It's tough. Like you create an immunity for it, but every single day, and if I created a better schedule for myself, it would have been, but I was just like every single day knocking, even when I didn't need to be. And so I'd get burnt out really quick.
Like if you had like a bad day or like maybe just one bad day every now and then, and like you could get past it. But if I had a bad week or like a bad 2 weeks in a row, or I just wasn't making sales, I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I quit.
This is stupid.
Yeah. So, so that I was really pretty unhappy out there, you know? And so I was just like, okay, sure, the money's good, but the unhappiness isn't worth it. And so
No, it's not.
we just moved back here and been pretty content and happy. I mean, I really kind of felt like I stopped progressing. I don't know, because I just didn't feel, I mean, I probably could have gotten better, you know? But
when you were in solar, or when you moved here?
Solar, yeah. And I just felt like I wasn't challenged enough. I don't know. That might be weird to say because you can always learn more, right? But I guess I just didn't feel like it's something I wanted to invest time to learn more, I guess.
And it's like you're working for the man. Like you have someone else that you're like selling it for.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of your own thing.
Yeah, and that was always my dream, is to be an entrepreneur or own my own businesses. That's what my family's always done, you know? And so it's the only kind of life that I've known.
Like building homes, literally. Like that's a big, like, what is that? Model for you to like look at.
Yeah. And my
entrepreneurship.
Yeah. And my grandpa really, he came out, he started it, brought his sons out, Rockwell. And then then my grandpa was like, or I think it was one of my other uncles. I don't know how it works, but I'll just refer to my grandpa all the time. You know, he the one brought them all here. But then I had an uncle or a family to go out and start like a cabinet shop. So then they put the cabinets in the homes. Had an uncle do doors and windows, and then so that business just helped build houses. And then I had an uncle do trusses, and that's
so everybody got like their little part of it.
Yeah. So then they all started
nice.
building houses together. Yeah. So,
that's cool.
Yeah. So they just kind of kept finding things that work together.
That's like the ideal thing,
right?
I would think, like especially with your family, you know, to an extent of like being able to work together, and that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Work together while not being too close, because family can be tough. Yeah.
Yes. You need to have an arm's length.
Defined roles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's really cool. So that's great that you were able to now make your own Game It Up truck. Game it up.
Game it
Just
up.
call it
Game it up in the truck.
Exactly.
So I know it's new. You just started it, but like, do you have plans yet for the year on where you'd like to, like some things you'd like to do with it?
I'd like to get in the 4th of July parade.
Cool. That'd be
really
a good
just
idea.
go to like a lot of the events like we were talking about earlier, and just like open up everything and let people see it. I've thought about doing like a video game competition, like you could go up to BYUI or something like that.
Yeah.
Just throw things out, like who doesn't want to, and like throw out some prizes. Everyone pays like $15-20.
Yeah, that'd be really
then
fun.
They get like a cash prize at $100 and have the top 3 winners or something like that.
I like that.
With Rocket League or Fortnite or whoever knows what the popular game is at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I like that.
So that's
Definitely
kind of
collaborating with like young people.
Yeah.
Schools.
Yeah. Do some
Like
things
how
with
you were,
schools.
I saw that was it the pediatric one? Like that's a good idea too.
Yeah. Our market is really moms that will rent it out and teenagers, you know, because there's bounce houses like that's for like that niche is for like kids from like 2 through 8.
Yeah.
And then my niche is from like 8 to however old you want to
The
be.
more teen adolescent age for sure.
Exactly. So
no, it's really smart, especially around here. There's families with a lot of kids.
Yeah. And they're always looking for something to do. So
yeah. Hopefully next winter it'll be like popping then.
that's what I'm hoping. Because there's not a lot to do here in
there's
Idaho Falls
nothing.
in the winter.
Nothing to do in the winter.
And so that's what I was hoping. That's why I thought it would just take off like that. But people just don't know what it is yet.
Education.
So that we're just educating them. And I think next winter will be actually be really good. So
yeah. Do you have any ideas on like education on how to do that for everybody?
just
He's gonna hire us to do some commercials.
yeah, I gotta get you guys over there to do a video. Yeah.
Do some marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just time. I mean, you're so
Time
fresh
into
into
Yeah,
it.
it's
Like,
so
yeah.
new. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a few reels planned out that I plan them out on Sunday, and we're probably going to film them this week and just helping people understand what it is and throw them up on Instagram. Because even if you go to my Instagram, you probably don't know what it is totally, but helping them everything that they kind of get with it. So
Are you on just Instagram or are you doing other things?
Instagram and Facebook, that's all that
No
I'm
TikTok yet?
on. No, my wife keeps telling me TikTok's the place to be though. So
You might want to try TikTok.
yeah.
That could be a good
I don't know how
idea.
much it'll help for your local fan base, but
Just get attention, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Attention's attention.
Exactly.
So how does it work when these kids go in? Do they all have to agree which game to play? Or do they like half the TVs?
So each TV has their own console. So
Which is
so there's 3 Xboxes and 2 PS5s.
Oh, cool.
So there can the couch can hold 15 people. I mean, if you're smaller, maybe a little bit more, but
That's a lot of people. 15 people.
yeah. So there's about three people per TV that can game comfortably. And so, yeah, just those people on those three can choose what games. I like to put like the 3 Xboxes together. They're all right next to each other. But those TVs and do like a big Halo tournament.
Yeah, like go live and do that all.
Yeah. So then you're having like, that makes 9-10 people just playing Halo all at once.
That's fun.
In its trailer. Yeah.
That's really fun.
It is fun. Yeah.
So you have to forgive me because I'm not the biggest video game guy.
Neither am
Might sound like an idiot. But how do these people log in online when they all like? Do they want to play under their account when they play in the truck, or do they not care because they're playing with their friends there?
Yeah, I guess that's something that we'll kind of figure out down the road. But it's pretty easy to just log into your account on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have account set up for
Just a generic
multiple
account.
accounts on each Xbox, just so multiple people can play together. So we'll kind of see. I mean, I imagine the 8 to 10-year-old kids, they'll probably just play on it. But I bet once they get like 12 and older, they'll have their games. They'll sign into their accounts and they'll download all their data that they need
For sure.
onto the Xbox.
Because I remember I was a game kid back in the day.
Yeah,
with
Sarah's
my
the gamer.
friends. And so we played lots of Halo and all those things. I remember even some people would like literally bring, like their stations and like everything. I don't know. I guess you could log into like, because I did Xbox. So it'd be like the Xbox Live and like, because you have to get your gold account and like, how does that work?
Yeah, so
for like each player.
Yeah, you just have like an online subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically all it is. And then you can get some free games through that now. And
I'm sure it's so much more high tech these days than the 10 years ago when I used to play.
yeah, and just like Daniel, when I was in California, I wasn't a big gamer. I never have been a big gamer, but when you get a party together in there, it's really fun. But it's been a big learning curve just for myself, like all these little things that I didn't know about and all these accounts and how the memberships even work and all the games, what games people like.
Should Loki be a salesman for them now for Xbox and PS5 and
right? Yeah. Hey, Xbox, if you need sales,
yeah,
right.
Sponsor some games.
So
how do you figure out what games to buy? Just whatever you feel like.
just what's popular. Yeah. I think I Googled like top 10. I kind of know what's out there. You know, I have a lot of friends that are gamers, you know, just asking people. But then I also just Googled top 10 games, you know, and whatever's on there. And then we also have some switches on there. And so I hooked one switch to 3 TVs.
Okay.
Because for one switch, you can hook like 12 controllers to it or something. And so people can just do like
Mario Kart,
Super Smash Bros. Tournament or
That's
something
fun.
like that.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun.
Yeah. So
I'm curious about your pricing. How did you come up with pricing for this?
yeah, so I just kind of looked at California and went a little bit lower. There's one in Boise, and so I kind of went off of theirs just a tad bit. But yeah, so that's kind of where my price points were. And then just kind of what kind of seemed fair and what I felt like people would pay here, you know?
Yeah. You can't lose money at the same time though.
No, yeah.
Like,
there's a little, I think it's called Flip and Twist here in town. So it's like a little gymnastics, parkour thing for kids or something like that.
Okay.
And
has Fox started going there? I was talking to Jesse about that the other day.
This month he will, yeah.
Great.
We've had troubles canceling his gymnastics. We've been trying to cancel for 6 months, and it just has not been working. But they keep just pushing us, and now they raise the price, and we're like, we've been trying to cancel for 6 months. Yeah.
So you and Simply Safe.
Literally.
Yeah. Gosh dang. Them and Planet Fitness too.
Oh my God, Planet Fitness.
We've had our own problems with Planet Fitness too, man.
We tried to quit in Hawaii and it was a shit show.
Yeah. Well, here's a story for you.
They're so mean about it too.
They are.
It's like, oh my God.
So
It's a weird experience. Yeah.
So we made the decision to move back here in January last year. So I moved my family back from California, and
you didn't quit before you left?
and I didn't quit before I left. So
They were like, you have to come down in
you have to
person.
come to this location.
yeah. So I was 1099. So I basically worked for myself, so I could leave whenever I wanted. But
Yeah.
I was gonna work through the summer, and so I was gonna work. And so there's like a season and is the summer, and then the off season's like whatever's not in May through August or whatever. So
Okay.
So in the off season, I went out for like weeks at a time just to continue bringing in income for my family, you know. And there was no one living out there anymore. And so I told my wife that there were people living out there, and I was just going to be living with some dudes in an apartment that I sold with. there was no one out there. So for 3 weeks, I lived in my Tesla, and my wife had no idea.
Does she know now?
She knows
she's
now.
about to once this comes out.
She was so mad when she found out. But,
oh my gosh.
yeah, that was pretty fun living in the Tesla. But so one morning, so I just had like a pad. I'd lay down in the back seat. I had a pad, and I just lay in the trunk basically. And then the Tesla, it has like a camping mode, so it'll just keep the temperature like your house all through the night.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was really nice.
That's really nice.
It was really comfy, actually. I sometimes I want to go back to my Tesla. It was so
Well,
fun.
we talked about the homeless idea, so
Exactly.
just keep the Tesla. and
halfway
live in
there. So
yeah.
So there was one morning, my family FaceTimed me in the morning. I was like, I was just
In
laying
the
in bed, and I
car.
had the phone like 3 inches from my face, and Fox is like, "Get up, Dad." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna get up." And my wife's like, "What? You're not gonna get up?" I'm like, "Get up." She's like, "Get up." And Jesse's like, "Get up." I'm like, "I can't." She's like, "Get up, Nyles. Where are you? Get up." She probably thought I was like cheating on her or something.
You're so
And I was
Show me
I was
who's
like,
there.
I was like, I can't tell you. I can't, Jesse. I can't tell you. She's like, "Tell me right now.
No,
where
she's
are
thinking
you?"
the worst things ever.
yeah.
Now that you're sleeping in your car.
So then I pick up my phone and just show her the front of the car. I'm like, my heart's pounding.
How long was this into the 3 weeks when?
She found? That was 3 weeks until
Oh
she
my
found
gosh.
out. Yeah. So I lived
a
in
long
my car
time.
for a month, and then I went home, and that was a long time to even be away from my family. I don't
That
know
is
what
a
I was
long
thinking.
time.
But so I just showed her the car, and I'm like, "I've been living in my car," and she's like, "Get home now!" Yeah. She was so mad, but it was pretty fun.
So
But-
then going off of Planet Fitness, were you using that to shower and bathe?
yeah, so that's where I was showering, bathing, and I got my Planet Fitness membership in California, and so
Yeah.
I went and tried and cancel it here, and they're like, "Oh, you can't cancel it. You have to cancel at your home location," and my home location's 12 hours away, so I've just been paying on it. And I've been
You're
trying
still
to reach
paying
out,
for it?
Yeah, I'm trying to reach out to like corporate.
Stop.
I'm probably close to the point where I'm just going to reach out to my credit
Yeah.
card and say like, "Just cancel this. I didn't prove that," but.
Well, there was when ours was going off, I think they went like
We had to come in.
bankrupt or something.
Yeah.
So even if you like tried to dispute it or whatnot or get a refund, they wouldn't let you because they were like technically in like the bankruptcy rules. So they didn't have to
So
give
you
you
basically
like a
could
refund.
cancel, but there was no getting your money back.
Oh, yeah. I don't care about my money. I just want it canceled now, So
So stop being charged.
We
Yeah, gosh
literally
dang.
called multiple times. Oh man, I chewed them out. And then I think it finally we went in. I'm like, "I'm here. Cancel it. Freaking cancel it." And then even then they barely wanted to cancel it for me. I'm like,
yeah.
with my attitude right now, you don't want me coming back, I promise.
Makes you wonder what they tell their employees. Because if I was an employee and someone wanted to cancel, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they must do a ton of training on like how to avoid this question.
Yeah. We'll give you a $50 bonus for every person you don't let cancel.
Literally.
Yeah, uh-huh.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
well,
yeah.
that's
Don't go to Planet Fitness. Just go to a life cycle, everyone. It's more fun.
go to a life cycle.
Planet Fitness is a scam.
There were
Yeah.
so many TikToks about it too. That we're not the first ones.
Yeah, no, there's Planet Fitness. They are in the business for the people that don't go to the gym. They just try and get the people that want to eat pizza, that want to go to the gym, but won't
Wanna eat pizza?
Stay consistent. Yeah, I've been listening to podcasts, and that's what they talk about. I'm like, oh yeah, that is how.
I
yeah,
never even ate the pizza.
Yeah, I ate it once, and it was
I remember
nasty.
walking through and I was like, "Pizza at the gym right now? Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of all gyms' methods is like get them into that contract
Pizza
and like
parties.
Yeah.
make it not work.
Yeah.
Right though?
Like
Yeah.
even like our local big gyms, I feel like they
Yeah, gyms are always
harass you
hard to
a little
cancel.
bit.
I mean, maybe with the live we need to make it harder, but
They should just
yeah,
make,
make it
free.
way
cancel.
hard.
They should just
Yeah.
make it free at gyms if you go a certain amount of times a month. And if you don't go, then you get charged. And then everyone's going to be motivated.
There you go.
And if they
Alternative
don't go,
methods.
they get paid.
oh, that's yeah.
So I guess maybe you should do subscriptions, Game It Up truck subscriptions.
Oh,
That
subscriptions
way,
is a business.
If people just don't use it that month,
yeah,
it just sucks to suck.
yeah, that
Have
exactly.
have you reached out or I mean I know you just started this thing, but have you thought about reaching out to like corporate parties, like cuz I mean there's a lot of adults I think that would find this just as fun.
Yeah, how do you think you'd go about that?
I don't know,
Probably just
probably
send
just
them
call
DMs.
somewhere that's got employees of like at least 10 employees and be like, I'll come to your work and park it in your parking lot for the day. And during employee breaks or lunch breaks, you can send them out. And I don't know, just like a fun thing to just like get people's mind off work for a little bit or
I'm trying to think
company
of
like
those
ICCU, like,
Yeah, there you go.
go park it on their campus for the day. And then people all day can just come out there and play. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure it'd have to be the right kind of business, a bigger one probably, but
yeah,
it'd be a cool thing, I think, to like like a business owner might be willing to provide for their people for a day just for fun.
Well, just like for team bonding purposes. Because I always see it's like real estate groups or mortgage companies or just like those weird, just any where groups of people are just stuck together.
Mm-hmm.
We were like bowling the other day and there was a group and they were a very interesting dynamic. And it was definitely like they were all forced to be there because
Yeah, you could tell they did not want to be at this team
nobody
bonding.
wanted to be there at that team bonding.
Yeah, there was like whoever the manager was trying to make small talk and jokes and keep it lighthearted, and everyone's just like cringe eating their pizza. Like,
just not wanting
I'm like,
to
if they
do
had a
it.
real fun place to go, like just get your truck and like genuinely have fun and not fake it fun.
Not have the pressures of
Yeah.
being someone you're not.
No, exactly. And I have on my website like, corporate events, but I guess I haven't thought much about it. But yeah, I should reach out to that.
Can always do like
people.
just some cold DMs, just send them to people, shoot your shot, be like, hey, you can hire me for some.
It's a cool thing you have. It's not like you're bugging people to like sell them solar.
Yeah,
like,
seriously, those poor guys are the worst.
But I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, and then in the summer, and once I start getting booked out and stuff,
Does it have AC?
Yeah, it has AC, so temperature controlled, baby.
Nice.
So I want to put a TV on the outside and like a canopy.
There you go.
And so people can game on the outside or the inside or get like VR or
like
something.
a projector maybe or something for like the summer months.
Yeah.
That might be.
Depends on how
not
clear
worth your
that.
time.
That might be harder. Stick with the TV.
Yeah.
But I really like this farmer's market idea, though.
Yeah. Farmers market.
I feel like that would be really
That's
smart.
like the biggest trailer there.
Literally,
Everyone
though.
has their 10 by 10 tents and you pull up with your big trailer.
Kick out those people that have been there for 30 years and you don't got a spot no more.
Well,
We don't need their handmade items. It's fine.
No, we don't. 'Cause everyone walks by it anyways.
Yeah.
like the farmer's market, it has interesting things there.
It does.
Like, not shitting on anyone who uses the farmer's market, but it's just different things sometimes where I'm like, this is what we're selling. Like, it's like very niche things.
I think, because if you go to like a farmer's market in, I don't know, like California or like maybe a bigger city or something, there's just more variety of things. And I felt like when we went to the one here, it was like, oh, this is all either like just organic goods from like someone's farm or like
baked goods.
very, very niche, like handmade items where I'm just like, I'm sure there's someone out there, but
Yeah.
I mean, we walk through that thing every day in like 15 minutes and we're like, all right, let's see it.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Like
Like
I've seen it all.
I just go for the food, the food's the best part there. Yeah.
And even then, sometimes.
But maybe it's the tourists. Maybe the tourists buy stuff. I don't know.
Do
But
tourists go?
I don't know. It's summer. You're telling me about tourists.
We're all just making this up right now. Everything we're saying.
All of
Go-
these facts.
This is
go
all
fact
based
check
on
them.
pure opinion.
Just so you know, farmer market people, I love you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Way to grind it
You
out.
are hustling.
That
and
is
I,
awesome. Yeah.
Like, they have to wake up so early to go there.
Yeah.
Like, our friends at Bumble and Bleat, they would talk about getting there at like 4 or 5 in the morning, having to set up, and then, like, it's a lot of effort.
That is a lot of effort. Yeah.
So it's like, you got to commit. Because
Yeah.
I think you even have to, like, I don't know if the farmer's market one, you have to do like a monthly, like, you pay each time to go there, but I didn't know if you had to pay to just be a part of it also.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess I'll find out and I'll let
You'll
you know.
find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you can have your Game It Up truck and we'll have hot dogs.
Yeah. Hot dogs. You don't even need to pay. You just push your cart through.
I know, right? We just push through it. That's a great idea.
That is a good idea.
It's like, because we got inspired by
I'm walking here. This is just my stroller.
the baseball
Shut
games.
up, baby. Stop sizzling.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to Giants games when you lived in the Bay Area?
Yeah, I went to a couple. Yeah.
So that's what it was inspired by, was some Giants games. Like literally those hot dog carts, like flimsy as hell.
Yeah.
But they are popping.
I want to do it this
so
summer.
good.
I already have the name.
Do you?
Dirty Dogs.
Dirty
But
dog.
with
made
2
an Instagram.
W's, like Dirty Dogs.
Dirty dog.
It's
Dirty
going to be, yeah.
Come get the
Watch
dirtiest
out,
dog
farmer's
ever.
market. Yeah.
We'll see. This
It's just me picking them up off the
doesn't-
ground. That's why they're dirty.
Slap some onions on there and call it good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some grilled jalapenos and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Those guys got it going on because I mean, who's hungrier than someone walking out a baseball game, and they're just used to paying money and $10 for a dog.
Literally.
Yeah. So
And then I think when my parents were there last time, I was like, can you just record your interaction? Because I just want to like see what they do. And I think they even said like 3 words to them. So like it was very minimal customer interaction. It was like all of it or none of it.
There's no customizing here. Yeah.
No habla español.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. The last guy, he's like $10. I'm like 9. He's like 10. I'm like 9. I was like 10. And I was like, I only had $9.75 in my Venmo. So I just Venmoed him $9.75. I cut him a quarter. I still feel guilty for it. But
He takes a little bit of onion off. He's like, we're good.
yeah. He didn't even know. He just trusted that I Venmoed him. I could have walked away free.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
But
a good guy.
yeah.
only 25 cents short.
25 cents. Yeah. Gosh,
Wow.
dang that dude.
Okay.
Well, this is a really cool idea that you have. I think
It's gonna
really
take
flourish
off.
this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will.
Because it is. It's very new.
Yeah, it's new, and I think people will love it once they start. I think, yeah, we'll be booked like crazy once people understand what it actually is. The kids are gonna love it. Yeah, so
There's just so
I
many
think
kids here.
your point to not messing up a house and like having to deal with the party inside your house
Oh, yeah.
is huge.
yeah,
But it's still like at your house. It's like pulled up outside.
Like if I'm having a 20 kid birthday party over at our house, like I would love to have that Game It Up truck come and be like, just go there, just stay there.
exactly. Yeah, because Jesse and I, we threw Fox a birthday party 2 weeks after Palmer was born. I don't know what we were thinking, but yeah, we were like stressing. You're like going crazy, cleaning, getting everything ready, and everyone's showing up, and you're still not ready. You're still just like sweating. You're like, what the crap? Like, don't show up yet. And exactly, yeah, not everything's put together. Yeah, so
Yeah. Well, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Do you have any other business ideas in mind that you're now going to add on to there? You said you were an entrepreneur.
yeah, I have a whole list of. Oh, frick! I want to say this business idea. It's not even a video game trailer, but I don't want someone to take it.
Yeah, don't say
don't
it.
say
Don't
it.
let anyone take
Secret.
it. Watch someone take our dirty dogs now.
Gosh dang, yeah.
They
We
can't.
took the Instagram, so
Okay,
they couldn't
we
get
They
it.
can't. I've already said
And the
it.
website.
Yeah.
We get Dirty Dogs with 3 W's now.
Yeah. Just
Dogs.
keep it going. Dirty dogs.
I love that. I love that. That's so funny. Okay, well,
yeah.
do
It'll be
you
like
have
hibachi style where they like
Yeah.
throw the shrimp in your mouth and like throw hot
Slice
dogs
of
at
hot
people
dog.
going by.
Yeah.
Everyone's choking on hot dog. It's like a choke hazard.
Did you watch Tim Robinson?
No.
You need to add it to your
God,
list.
some funny comedian stuff on
Yeah.
Netflix, but there's one where he chokes on a hot dog and like it's just
Is it whole or was it chewed
you have
up?
to see, it's whole. It starts off because he's like not supposed to be eating food at work, and he's like got his head down like
He's, like,
this,
trying to
and they're like, "We know you're eating food." He's like quickly trying to eat the hot dog. He's like, like chokes on it, and then
Then he throws up
it's
and
a
then does like a whole throw up, and he's like, "You should have just let me eat my hot dog."
Yeah.
But you need to add that to your list.
man.
Okay.
It's a really, really, really
Yeah,
funny
anyone
one.
listening, Tim Robinson will not let you down.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
really funny.
it's so funny.
You've got to enjoy humor though,
Yeah.
because it's a unique.
Okay.
It's like awkward, dry humor, but it's so funny.
Yeah. And I think I have one of those personalities. In high school, people always used to explain me as, oh, he's Nyles. Like there's no way to explain him except that. So yeah. But
Okay, great. Well, now we can have you watch it, and then we can all communicate Justin Tim Robinson quotes.
okay.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what we do constantly, where we're like, only us are gonna get this right now, but
Yeah.
it's
I laugh so hard
funny.
inside at all these jokes that no one gets, but it's okay.
Hey,
I'm
as long
happy.
as- I was gonna say you're the happy one. That's all that
Yeah,
matters. More
it's fine.
laughter.
We
yeah.
just look like we're like
Not, I
special.
look like I'm not funny at all, but I'm like, if you got what I was saying, I'm
This
pretty
is
funny.
Okay, so do you have any advice for
Yes,
anyone
wrap
who
it
is
up.
an entrepreneur and wants to pursue their business or their dreams?
Don't delay. Just take action and get it done. I mean, it's gonna be a long, hard road, but I imagine it'll all pay off. That's what they all say. When you work hard, it'll pay off. So
That's what they say.
but just take action. That's the biggest thing that you can do. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's good advice.
Yeah,
If
short,
you
sweet.
never do it, then you'll never know. It's what
and,
ifs.
And even if it fails, like that's how I was with doing the solar. Is like even if it fails, guess what? I mean, even if you're young, like what's the worst that you happen? Like you're still young, you can go back and make a lot of that money back. You know, like
Yeah.
there's not much to lose, especially when you're young doing it. But even when you're old, like take the risk because you don't want to regret it. Like your guy yesterday with the or last
Jim.
podcast with the voice podcast or whatever, he's like, yeah, I didn't want to have this to be my biggest regret in life. So do that. I mean, but the worst thing that happens is you learn. Like you'll learn what not to do next time. So a lot of this most successful people started like 5-10 businesses before they got that one that catches. Like my family, I saw them start a lot of businesses that didn't work. But,
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
but they just kind of kept going and kept trying different things. So I think that's kind of what the key is.
That's
so.
good. Just keep hustling, keep
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
No, I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on our podcast today. We had a great time hanging out with you.
Right back at you.
So make sure everyone follow Game It Up Truck on Instagram. That's their
Yes.
handle. And then book them for your next kid's birthday party.
And then what's the website again? It's
GameItUpTruck.com.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
Okay.
party together.
Do you only do Idaho Falls or do you travel?
I'll do the southeast Idaho, so I'll go to Pocatello, to
Oh,
Island
wow.
Park, and I'd do Jackson.
Oh, wow.
So
You'll
yeah,
really travel
yeah, I'll travel. I mean, there will be a surcharge on there
For
for,
sure.
it, but yeah,
for sure. All right, everyone. Keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Nyles.
you bet. Thank
Okay,
you guys.
Thanks, Nyles.
bye.